Let's try again. I hear him. How about that UDX 59 Zoo out there in Utah? This is UDX 362 Knoxville, Tennessee trying. I hear you out there, Brad.
Well, I don't know. I just can't understand it. I couldn't believe it. It's incredible. This is 749. That's the way it is. So, if you're coming to California, if you're coming to San Francisco, put a flower in your hair, but better yet, carry a gun and wear a helmet and big boots. Otherwise, you'll step on poop. 749 said that.
How about that UDX 59 Zoo? How about that UDX 59 Zoo calling CQDX? This is UDX 362 Knoxville, Tennessee trying. I heard you out there a few minutes ago, Brad.
Well, 73's there, 105. You bring on the mix, and we'll eat them this time. So election's over. 749 said, yeah, take care.
Are you hearing that rooster cooking out there, George?
I don't know who they are, but yeah, I'm hearing a lot of it.
Yeah, that's 105 out there in Alabama. He says he's got a carton of eggs for $1.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Hey, 749, you're coming loud and clear over in Knoxville, Tennessee. I want to let you know, UDX 362 waving back from Knoxville, Tennessee. Sounding good out there tonight.
You know, I don't eat there, so I couldn't tell you. 49, go ahead.
I don't eat there either. But I'll bet you they're struggling, man.
Well, like everything else, bud, everything went up.
I went to Vons yesterday, George, and they were $8 was the cheapest one they had.
Back quiet, back.
Yeah.
I believe it. Texas Mobile 749.
I had a flat out there, I don't know, maybe $4 or something down there. You know, a big flat there of eggs.
Texas.
And they were $36 for a flat of eggs.
749, have a good evening. Unreal.
Watch this. I'll show you a second. I heard bleed overs on channel 6 right there. And that's what happened. And I heard channel 6 on this channel bleeding on 33. You can hear it. See it? Let me show you a second. I hear them bleeding. It's on lower sideband on this. You can hear them bleed on 33. Channel 6 is actually bleeding on that channel. That's weird. See? It's on the lower sideband. See?
Stay clear from northern Alberta. Radio Canada, San 31 Alberta.
And they say you don't want it, and they just keep getting this in.
The variable is, I know it's going a little over 2150.
Yeah, you're coming over the top. Let's see, there we go. 749 in Grass Valley. Have you heard Dave out there today?
No, I ain't heard of it.
Missouri River, did I get that right? 749 over. Yeah, I just talked to Owen. He sent me that police chase from Santa Ana that went on the pier into Newport Beach where they took out the trash. Roger?
Oh, really? I know they got that marathon today, a running marathon.
You didn't see the
So we got that going. I think what I'm going to do now on, maybe we should do, this is the Hi-Fi Tug 8. I don't think we should never use this microphone ever again on the Cobra 139. Do you guys agree in the comments? I don't think we'll never use this microphone ever again. Think about it. I'm not going to use this on the Cobra 139. I loved it, but I'm thinking about deciding not to use it on my Cobra 139 ever again until we get this thing back in good condition. Maybe we put a VFO in the system, I don't know. But I talked to Brad a few minutes ago, and he lost conditions for a second. And I talked to UGX99 a while ago. I put a hearing video. But I think that's my best choice right now. Don't ever use this mic on the Cobra 139 with the hi-fi kit. I know it's great, but it could have been the power supply did not handle it. And you guys seen that. But I'm going to keep this mic. I don't know, should I sell it or not? I don't know. But I like this mic. Maybe I'll try it out tomorrow and play around with it later. Not to turn it up down. But maybe we'll get 390 to look at this radio. But it's the crystal, those channels on those crystals. But I love that D104 microphone. Maybe we should use this microphone on another radio later on. But I think my decision should not use this microphone on this Cobra 139 ever again. Turn plus 2 can handle everything. It's fine. You guys can hear it. And you'll see. That's what I talked to Brad on there. I think that's my best decision right now. What do you think, guys, in the comments? Watch this. Audio. Looking good. Calling CQDX, calling CQDX, 362 Knoxville, Tennessee. Trying, calling CQDX. Looking good.
Yeah, real quick, my wife says
362 Knoxville, Tennessee. Trying, calling CQDX, 362 Knoxville, Tennessee. Trying. See, that's okay, guys. But I'm not going to use this mic ever again. Maybe we'll try again later on. But I think that's my best decision. The turn can run on the Quad 5. It could be okay. But I love this microphone. That's the one I got to the UK the other day. It has a hi-fi mic inside of this. It's all original except that. I don't know what you guys should decide. We should use this mic on the Cobra ever again. Maybe we should not use it until we stick with this mic for a long time. This shouldn't burn out the elements out. But we need to get this back in great condition. Maybe we'll use that DSS mod for this thing, or have 390 look at this radio. But it's only those crystals are out. Maybe because the condition's the way it sounds like today. So it's pretty good sounding right now, guys. We're at 290 degrees for Utah.
You know, 303 Cardiff by the Sea. I think his name is Rich. You know who he is?
Thanks for saying I've got bad contacts.
What was that about 303 Cardiff by the Sea? But I lost you. Yeah, 303 Cardiff by the Sea was in Santa Ana at a soccer game. I guess his son was at a soccer game. And he called me up on the mobile yesterday, and he was coming in real loud. I couldn't believe that, I thought he was up in Cardiff, but he was over Santa Ana.
Hi, Roger. Well, I don't know, I thought maybe contact you via radio on his mobile.
Yeah, he was on the freeway coming back from Santa Ana.
If you guys want to donate me a Cobra radio, let me know. If you guys want to donate a Cobra 142 base station, all the cool channels in it, let me know. If you guys can donate me a radio for free, let me know. We'll still use this for a while. We're not going to put the D104 mic ever again on the system. I'm not going to do it right now. You guys would agree with me on that issue. We should never use the D104 on this mic with the hi-fi kit. I know they're great. Maybe they're good on bigger radios. But I think we need to stop using this mic on this radio. I know I love the mod. It's beautiful. But I mean, I'll keep this mic until we have a really good radio system for it. But I'm going to keep this mic here. We can use this on all our the export radio, the Quad 5, and the Cobra 139. At least I got the other radios going good on the other ones, even the 80 tone. But if you guys want to donate me a radio, let me know. You can send it all for free to me through mail. I'd rather take a Cobra 142 right now. If you guys have one laying around, not used. We'll do a lot of live streams with it, I promise you guys. And I'll get out to your channel out there who donates it, one of the UGX members out there. If you get me a Cobra 142 for free, I'll be jumping in joy for it. Or a Cobra 2000 Cobra 2000 GTXL, that'd be nice. I would have loved to have it. I will keep this radio for a long time. Maybe we could put the BFO knob on this, or get the crystals fixed on this radio. and maybe somebody could look at this radio to fix the power supply. Maybe you could look at that. I don't know, because there's crystals in this radio. It could be a Cobra 135 crystals, who knows. But I'm not going to sell this radio, but maybe we can get it back going soon. But it's doing okay so far. It's making contacts to Hawaii. I talked to Hawaiian Islands with this today on channel 39. It could be the conditions what it is. But I put a lot of deoxit yesterday, and I used a hair dryer to dry it out last night. And I didn't put it on too hot on it. I put it, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're not going to use this D104 on this again. I promise we will not do this. I don't want to abuse the radio with this because it's got the hi-fi mic. It's okay.
Was that 251?
And it was a good, that was the one I talked to the UK with it.
I thought it was 254. Mr. 254, appreciate the comeback once again. Have a fine evening and a fine week coming up. Always a pleasure.
And I used this can yesterday when I sprayed the whole radio and switches. That's what I did. And the channel crystals. But I ran that radio once yesterday when I talked to Arizona. Then I took the radio apart and I dried it out with the blow dryer. Not too hot. Very low heat. That's what I did. I thought it was the problem. I thought it was problem with that channel crystal with the channel 35 when you heard the video all sing. Until I took it apart yesterday and I saw some crystals in there. And I saw the crystals down in there. And I saw some loose crystals in there when it poked the pins up a little bit on one of the side things you guys saw. I pushed it down, that's what I did. And I felt the other ones were loose on the top too. I pushed them down, that's what I did. And that's when the 35 crystal was gone between 31. That's the only thing that has. I think the crystals were bad before I pushed it down. You guys saw that what happened when it did. That's probably you could tell how bad the crystals were bad. Maybe that's why they were not working. And I had a hard time tuning in yesterday with the clarifier. But everything I put deoxit, I didn't move the diet mic. I kept the same. I played with this, and you guys know what happened. How I got this radio back in business. This microphone is the one that brought this baby back to life. I'm telling you, it was. By holding down the click, but I kept before I did that. Before I held on the click, I kept playing this number of times. This kept flickering on and off. You can see a little tiny light inside the thing. It was very low. Not the meter lights on. That's when it happened with the D104. You guys know that. And I kept doing it, and I saw something. So I knew something was somehow. I had it plugged in. I did it on the table the other day. I think it was on Saturday. It was on Friday when I did that. Then, before I did that, I went up. I clicked on the microphone here, and I held this on my other hand. I turned it off, then I let go off the microphone and turned it back on. Voila, the radio came back on. And that's what I did. And it came back to life. Lucky it came back to life what it did. It probably what did, I don't know, did it hit the channel 35 crystal to 31? And that's what it was. Maybe it was like, because I was on channel 37 when I talked on the microphone. You saw the video with the D104 hi-fi mic kit. And I was swinging good. I was making contacts to the UK with it. And let me tell you, maybe I should go with that DMS-SVF mod, but that's like a $90 kit in there. But it'll actually be, you'll have no problems with the radio ever, forever. But the only problem is the crystals it needs. And if we put those crystals back in, the channel 35 and 31s, and all the way from 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35, we'll be okay. That's the only thing it needs. But you guys saw the crystals inside when I showed the mod. But I had to push down one of the two crystals yesterday because they were popped up. And it probably was jig around before when I had the shipment, because this thing was wrapped really well, bubble wrap, all the way to Pennsylvania. We expect this radio has been open since 1984. The only thing I did was lights to it and mostly deoxed the switches. I never deoxed the radio back in 2018 until I did my President Grant. I deoxed the whole radio in that one and the switches. So I deoxed the whole entire radio with a half a can. It shouldn't affect anything, and deoxed the crystal things too. it will not hurt the radio. And I deoxed this. I did actually dry this out today with a paper towel. It's doing okay. It's moving pretty good. And maybe this stuff will dry out, will get better. But we need to make sure we find a channel 35 crystal and 31 between those things. Maybe we can get it close on that. Who knows? But I don't want to do anything more to this radio right now. I want to keep it the way it is. And they told me they can hear me on channel 19. All AM stations heard me fine, but no, all AM stations are receiving. It's most of those channels what happened. And that's what I'm saying. You guys can hear it pretty good. I think the radio's doing alright, but
101, I can hear you.
we need to get this radio fixed for sure, or put a VFO mod in it like the one Darren actually has on his Cobra 142. I think that would be the best route later on. They say on one of these Cobra forums, told me I could put a DS VFO in this radio.
KX 783, 783, Western Arizona.
We're at 290. Could be solar conditions right now. But I hope this radio does okay so far. We're going to leave this microphone on now on. That's my promise. I love this microphone. I love this microphone. This should have never happened like that with a hi-fi mod. And running in this box didn't do anything. The box is doing fine, guys. It's running the same conditions like it does. And the power supply is okay. But I changed out the fuse today. It didn't blow anything. So we'll be okay, guys. So that was a great day to radio. I let it run for a while, and I'll probably do more garden stuff tomorrow.
We did copy that time. You got 783, Bullhead City, Arizona here.
So it's an okay radio, but we need to make sure we need to do that. We got to get the 35 crystal back at 31, and everything be okay. That's what we need to do.
You jumped off on me that time again.
But maybe it needs to repair for the power supply. But maybe this thing does not like hi-fi D104s. It did the original D104 no problem before it blew, you saw on that channel 26 back about a month ago when I was talking to Bobcat.
Okay, roger on that there, 808 North Carolina.
But the hi-fi mic is okay for other radios, but I would not recommend using it on any. You can still do it, but if you have a good power supply, maybe that will work. I don't know. I don't think it's my fault what it was, but things happen like this. Only I got this hi-fi mic kit because I wanted to get my D104 running and talk on Skip with it, and it was a pretty cool mic. It looks great, but it probably worked for all the other radios you could use, like the Galaxies and stuff like that, and it should have no problem with the hi-fi kit on those. But we respect this radio since 1975. Maybe the power supply is going bad on this radio, but I don't think it is.
Take care, my friend. 783.
You can always put a better power supply inside the radio if you want. But maybe 390 can take a look at this radio. I'd love to send it to him to get a look at it and send it to him. It would be nice, but essentially kind of shipping costs would be kind of expensive right now. For this radio weighs about 10 pounds, and I looked up the specs. But I wish the shipping cost gets very cheaper. Maybe one of those guys like Dallas can come pick up this radio and send it to 390. It'd be cool. I know, I trust my hands with him, and I know 390 will do his best thing. He wants to recap it and all that stuff. It'd be nice. I know he could be the best guy can look at these things. I know I can trust that man because I know what he's doing. But I got this radio because this is what got me back in the radio. Back in the radio because what it did. This was my second base station down there. You see the TRC-23C. And this was my third base station. This was before I had my Quad 5 in the radio back in 2013. It was one of my birthday gifts. And I thought it looked cool. And it said a 40 channel mod. And it was very rare. And that's what it is. But if you guys want to donate me a radio, let me know. We'll do some skip videos on this soon. But if you guys want to donate me a Cobra 142 with the cool channel display on it, like the digital thing, I promise I'll take care of the radio, and I will not run a D104 microphone ever again. Only the original. That's the only thing. And we'll keep the Turn Plus 2 microphone ever since. That's what I will do, and I promise now on we'll do that. If you guys want me to do that, not to run a hi-fi D104 on that, on any Cobra or 2000, that's the only way. Only original D104s can do it. The hi-fi kit is good for other radios you could do. It probably can handle tube radios. But especially running a 2-pill amp on it, yeah. But we will not run that mic ever again. I'm going to use the Turner now on for this Cobra, and it should be okay. And I never had a problem with it for months, even on the Quad 5. But I probably won't run this D104 on the Quad 5. I'm not going to do it. But I love that microphone. It got me to the UK. That's what got me through it. If it wasn't that D104, I would never got across the pond with it. I didn't use the Turner that morning. The Turner's all right. She's okay. But we'll keep the D104 for something, or probably sell it later on. But I probably will keep it for another big radio for something like that. Maybe like one of those Galaxy radios, the Saturns. It shouldn't hurt that radio at all. Especially, I would not use it on any Cobra system. It's alright, but if I could use it on any ham thing. We spec a guy who designed this element from Hellcrafters. But I still have the original element pack I kept somewhere. It's a bad element I have. But we got to get this baby back in business, guys. I want this Cobra 139 back in business. It would be nice, especially the channel crystals. But maybe somebody will donate a Cobra 142 for me for free, or a Cobra 139 XR. Who knows? You guys, because you don't. It's a good radio, but I'm not gonna sell this radio. But I need to make sure maybe we could put a BFO mod in it, like one of those things. Some people told me I can do that with the one with the digital one, like Brad has, like Darren has. That would be nice if someone could do that for me. But, and this radio will be rocking those sometime. And probably put a better power supply system inside of it would be okay. But I'm not going to put the D104 ever again on this thing. That's my promise. And I need to do that now. And keep this Turner Plus 2 on here forever, see what it does. And it shouldn't hurt the radio at all the way it does, because it's never gave me a problem. But we got to get these channel crystals back into business. It'll be okay. Once we get our channel crystals back, I think it'll be okay for this radio. But it's going to be hard to find crystals for this radio. But I don't know what channel crystals they use in this. I showed the video on it a while back. But I promise we're not going to put a D104 microphone in it except the original for this radio. I love the hi-fi mic. We're going to keep this for something else. And that's what I'll do. But because I got out to Hawaiian Islands with the D104 mic with this long cord today, I did okay with it. And I got out at least he heard me. He was getting 9 pounds. That's what we need to do, make sure it's okay. But we'll keep the D104 mic for some kind of tube radio or something like that, or use it on a big base station later on. But I hope the prices will get cheaper since we got the, who's out there. But I hope the C radios will start going down in price. But I promise we'll do that. We need to get these crystals back in business. And I'll let you guys go. Have a good night. I'll catch you later. DJX 362 East Tennessee.